Jim Jones has responded to Cameron, possibly Mace too, with raps. I like raps. Um, I like Jim Jones rapping. Jim Jones came a long way rapping. We all know, all of the Mace taught him how to rap stuff. If I'm being completely rocking this monster honest, I can't say Mace did a great job because Jim wasn't good at first. You understand what I'm saying? He got better though. And right now, I think Jim has the most. Well, Cam and Mace don't rap anymore, right? But we have heard both of them rapping recently. You know what I'm saying? They jump in and they play with it every now and again. Pause, right? But Jim has a more up to date flow than they do. You know what I mean? It's a different grip on the words that the rappers are rapping with right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like they bundle up the words in a certain fashion. Maybe check out maybe Mickey Fax has a more thought out explanation for that over at Pendulum Inc. He got an online school to teach you how to rap, and they came up with names and all of that for everything. It's dope. Check it out. Um, but yeah, like the way they jumble the words up in places, it's like you may start the line a smidget late in the bar, but you speed up all the words in a almost like a stumbly manner, but it sounds good. But then you slow it down and it lands at the end of the beginning of the bar sounds jumbled. The end of the bars, it falls on the beat more. And you know, I don't hear Cam and Mace doing that, or I haven't heard them do that in their recent free or flow exhibitions. You know what I mean? But they dope. But Jim Jim sounds current, right? He does sound more current. I don't know, for whatever that's worth. Anyway, I like the way Jim rap. Jim impresses me now. Now he ain't say no groundbreaking things on, you know what I'm saying, on the song. He didn't diss them bad. It's like he addressed them. Niggas said I went. Niggas said they taught me how to rap. Well, niggas taught me how to rap. I went platinum. That's not a diss. It's an addressing. You understand? You said this. I'm saying this. Um, if that was a face to face argument, that wouldn't get nobody punched in the face. You understand? That wouldn't escalate no situation. He mentioned, not seeing Shotty, not seeing Mel, and in however many years he stayed at 7 years, something like that. Um, Again, not a diss, but an addressing. You know what I'm saying? But I think in like a tweet or a post or something, it was said that Jimmy said, y'all must, something along the lines of, y'all must be out your mind if y'all think I'm not going to use this as an opportunity to promote some product. You understand what I'm saying? And that's and yeah. And again, I say he wasn't super disrespectful on he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Not from what I heard, I only heard the one verse. Him out there, him in the video in the studio look like, I believe he working on a project right now. It's like, well, as long as everybody talking, let me work on a new album right now. I don't know. He might have already been working on a project, but Jim has been rapping, while Cam and Mace been doing the It Is What It Is flex, and whatever other business ventures they've been on, like visibly, Jim has been rapping. I don't know what he's been doing behind the scene, but yeah. I saw also Cam's interview or his debate where he had Stat Baby basically mediating the debate between him and Elliot Wilson. I think that was fly. Cameron cracked jokes on him and all that. He said he looked like pepper jack cheese in the face. I thought that was funny. Um, it was a interesting segment of the debate or interview where Stat Baby asked Cameron. I think she asked them but she asked them about the verses. You know what I mean? Not the Locks and Dipset verses, but just as far as would that still be something that could be viable, could pop off now? And Cam said something interesting in that. They both said something interesting, right? You know what I mean? Cam was like, among other things, he said he don't know about the youngins now because they a little, you know what I'm saying? Because they out here drilling and they too, they too with all the wrong issues. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, she's like, you don't know how it, how that could turn out right now. The question got bounced to Elliot. Elliot was like, on the West Coast, he don't really know because they take this stuff that much more serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the West Coast is, arguably is responsible for gangster music, even though you had the what was it, Schoolie G and Cool G Rap was rapping gangster rap too, if you ask me. But y'all know what I mean, right? That being, California being the birthplace of that type of energy on records, or you know what I'm saying, the explosion place for it. Pause. It's like, nah, they not like they nah. They take it way too much more personal out there, so on and so forth. Right? And that's just for, like the I think we can disagree, or we can agree or disagree on that. It don't matter. What's interesting is Cam's answer. The most noteworthy, in my opinion, on this topic was Cam saying that the kids these days, we don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? From our, we in our era, we might have, dudes of a certain age and ilk. I just learned that word ilk, believe it or not. We able to be competitive and not take none of it home with us. First of all, I don't really believe that. I mean, that's not which is the point I'm making. That's not what we showing the people. I mean, y'all, like I am. I'm trying. I'm giving in my best efforts. You know what I mean? Because I mean, look at you in gym right now, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, in general, we in a space where 90%, a large percent a large percentage of the content creators out here, if they got some smoke, if they find themselves in some smoke, if they feel like you go low, they going to hell. You understand what I'm saying? They going down past the basement to the dungeon to hell. Like, ain't no, hold on, let's try to work this. Let's try to get on the phone. Like Mace has stated in all of this, he's like, the reason I was sitting there eating popcorn is I already tried to get niggas to come together and sit down and have a reasonable man-to-man conversation and blah 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 blah, and ain't nobody listen to me. So it's like my hands is tied to this bucket of popcorn. Like I'm sick. You know what I mean? But he has made that statement public that he tried. You know what I mean? Mace been in the church and all of that. Maybe that has affected. I digress. He's willing to go that route, peaceful route. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wins when a family feuds, right? But Cam, take a look at what you said and then take a look at what you're doing. Because I just had a whole debate with one of my exes. Double X, she dope. She right? Whole debate, but she's like, you know, she's on some the little every time she look at hip hop and they start talking about the the youngins and how wild and out of control they may be, every time we watch something like that, I gotta listen to her talk about how it's y'all fault. Whichever hip hop we watching on the TV at the time, or whatever conversation, she like, it's y'all fault. Now, I don't think she mean me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think she means me. And, my band, my group, my squad. I don't think so, right? But I still feel some type of way when she say, when these conversations arise. I'd be like, yo, B, but this, nah, you got to understand how the game was, blah, 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 blah. By the early 2000s, the powers that be had the grips on the game. And it's like, yo, it's how do I get on? It's like, who do I have to be? How do I have to be? What do I have to be in order to get on? In order to blow up? Pause. Pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your tour guide, your host, president, the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I mop the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you got to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. All of them. You're trying to be a taxpaying citizen in the nation, leave us a super thanks or Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. The Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. You know what I mean? On the Bandcamp link is there for all of y'all who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. Y'all know who y'all are. All from Slang and Rock Volume 2 all the way back to Shell Shot. All of those mixtapes are at the other end of the Bandcamp link. Also, check out the new video. It's called Winter Circle is Fire. I got on a top hat, not a top hat, but no, what do you call those, fedoras? I got on a tie and shit. You want to see that? Crownsville is out. The BCC video is out. You know what I mean? Go crazy. Anyway, now that all of that is out of the way, what was I saying? Double X. So I'm feeling some type of way. I'm like, listen, you don't understand. Like, you never wanted to be a rapper, right? That was never your dream. To people who wanted that dream, they was in a position where they paused where it's like, yo, what I gotta do to get on? That's why New York niggas started sounding like down south niggas. This is why New York niggas, this is why Jay-Z said too much West Coast, the line that Joey Badass stole from, jacked from him or lifted or however you want to pause and whatever. That line right there that got the West Coast in an uproar right now. And they ready to go. They almost ready to go to war over that, right? Because it was to a point. It all started with gatekeepers at every end of the game putting up guardrails. So it's like, yo, if you don't walk this way, if you don't rap this way, if you don't behave this way, then you're not getting in. You understand what I'm saying? So labels would be like, whatever's popping, give me 10 more of those. Like, one of them may be authentic. Like, Jay-Z may have been authentic, you know what I'm saying? But then the labels start trying to find 10 more Jay-Z's. Nas may have been authentic. Now they start trying to, so on, Mobb Deep, whatever. You know what I mean? But then when the game got to the big wigs, like the biggest artist that was controlling it, all you saw on the surface, let's see, was they money, they gangster. You understand? So what the little niggas, the beef raps, pause, get exploited and blown up all out of proportion. That's the biggest thing. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, the youngest is looking at thinking like, when it's their turn, they gotta be ready for that, or they need to be like that. doing any and everything to get money when half of the niggas that they idolize ain't even got the money that they idolizing. Anyway, Cam, you and Jim need to fix this shit. Or don't. But don't be, you know what I'm saying? Both of y'all need to be on the air with it like that, because if you could look at the youth and say that they tripping, then then we gotta remind ourselves of the example that we setting for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody say nothing you don't like? Like, I heard niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas say he don't like you. That ain't even none of your business. I mean, I know this ain't that. This is different or whatever, but everything don't require a response. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't require a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a space where, like, a lot of stuff really don't bother me. You know, niggas be thinking niggas said I was gaslighting when I was talking about the Joey badass. Wasn't even that bad. It was just, I mean, like, don't we all, like I just now said, when he said too much West Coast meat riding, pause. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop trying to be like them. Be yourself. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like he was dissing them. He was dissing us or anybody who. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 peace signs. You can use the De La Soul symbol peace signs too. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for supporting me. You rock. Rock on, rock going.